Welcome back, PEZ collectors. Today's video is going to be all about Santa PEZ dispensers. Now there's a lot of them, so hopefully you brought some popcorn to this video or some PEZ candy to snack on because we might be here for a while. But I'm going to go as fast as I can on showing you these Santa PEZ dispensers because there's a lot. I was like, oh, Santa would make a really great PEZ video. And then I start digging through all my PEZ and collecting them off the shelves, and there's a lot of Santa PEZ. This has to be the most variations of any one PEZ dispenser that exists. And if it's not the most variations, it has to be one of the top ones because there's a lot. So let's get started. I do want to add that these are all my Santa PEZ dispensers that I have in my collection. I don't have every variation that ever existed, but I think this is going to get you far enough, like if you want to add Santa PEZ to your collection. The first Santa PEZ I'm going to share with you is the full body Santa. Now this one was first released back in 1955, which you're probably thinking, Erin, that's so long ago. I did do a video about these full body PEZ. I'll just tell you a little bit about it right now, but if you want to learn more about it, I would say go back and watch that video after you finish this one. But the coolest part about these full body PEZ are these were designed before PEZ made the PEZ dispenser that we know nowadays. You know, just the regular stem PEZ dispenser with the head that pops back. So the full body PEZ, they also have the heads that pop back. This one just has a like cream colored stem on the inside. And this one also has a metal pin to hold the head back. I love these, and I just got this one maybe a couple months ago. So I was so happy to add this to my PEZ collection. And you're gonna see something just like this when we get like towards the end of the video, and I'll reference this again. So remember the full body Santa PEZ. I'm gonna try my best to line all the Santa PEZ up here today, but this is a really great start. I love these full body PEZ. They're just really great, and I may be getting another full body PEZ for Christmas. I got to help pick out a PEZ Christmas present for myself, so stay tuned for that. Now let's move to Santa A, and these were first released back in 1958. It seems like a long time ago as well, but check this one out. So here you go, here's a Santa Claus A PEZ dispenser. Super nice. I do have 4 Santa A PEZ in my collection, and I've never shown these on the channel here before. I did get these for Christmas last year, but after Christmas was over, I was just Christmas PEZ'd out for making the videos because I had so many Christmas PEZ videos last year that I was like, I'm going to save them for this Christmas. This one has a giant melt mark on it. I think we got some of these in like an eBay lot for pretty cheap, but the head on it looks really nice. This is my favorite Santa A that I have. See how the stem is a darker red color? Looks really nice. This one has like really nice paint and just really nice details, and it's just really in really great condition. I think my husband bought me this one for Christmas last year outside of the lot, and he got this one like, you know, he bought it on his own from a PEZ dealer. So this one looks like the best one I think out of the whole group here. He probably paid a little more for that one versus like these other couple that I have. Here's another Santa A PEZ dispenser that I have in my collection. And you'll notice how the red stem on this one is even lighter than the last two I showed you. And here's the last Santa A PEZ dispenser that I have in my collection. And check out the stem color on this one even. 2 of these have plastic pins. So if you turn the head to the side, you can tell like where the little hole is, it's plastic in there. You can see it kind of through the back as well. So these 2 have the plastic pins. And then the first 2 Santa A's I showed you have the metal pins. So you can see like where the little hole is. You can see the metal pin in there, which I think is super cool. But here's a side-by-side comparison of all my Santa A PEZ. And the stem and the paint is a little different because they did make these for almost 10 years, which is a long run for a PEZ dispenser. And back in the 50s, they used to hand paint everything. So you can easily get a lot of variations for the older vintage PEZ. Even the head colors on the first 2 are a little bit more cream than the last 2, which I think are really cool. And then moving on to 1965, Santa B was released. And here's the Santa B PEZ dispenser. And talk about a super small, super cute head on a PEZ dispenser. This one checks all those boxes. I love this one so much. I did get this one for Christmas last year as well from my husband. He bought me a whole bunch of PEZ for Christmas. Oh, and my birthday is like 5 days before Christmas, so December 20th. So I got a really good PEZ haul last year. I didn't show this one on the channel either, so first time. This one's really cool though because it has a black candy pusher in there. You see that? Which is super unique. Usually it's all about like the sleeve color, but this, and you see like a lot of red or white candy pushers, but that one's black. It's really cool. The next one's gonna take a while to show you. I don't even know if I should show you all these. There's a lot. I might just start showing them to you really fast. Just like rapid fire them at you. I have 15 different Santa C PEZ dispensers with no eyes and no feet. And PEZ started making Santa C PEZ dispensers back in 1970, and they made them for probably about 25 years. So I think that's why there are so many of these. And I think around last Christmas my husband was on eBay and he just saw a huge lot of these Santa C's and he's like, I'm gonna buy these because he likes variations. He's not even the PEZ collector, but he likes shopping for PEZ for me, which I appreciate, and he usually picks out like really fun auctions and stuff on eBay, or he buys stuff for me from, you know, PEZ dealers on Facebook, so I appreciate it and I'm not going to complain. But I do have a lot of Santa C PEZ dispensers just because of that. So first up, here's a Santa C. So it has no feet, but it has red lips, and you'll see different color variations throughout all these. I don't think there's two that are exactly alike. That's how different that these are. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser, closed eyes, no foot. And I'm just gonna say that for the last time. I'm just gonna show you all these, so sit tight. And here's another one with the red lips. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser. This one's cool because it has the yellow stem. Love it. Oh wait, this one has the loop. Oh gosh. Real quick, so you can have Santa C PEZ dispensers, and right here on top there's a little loop, so you can hang it up, I guess, as an ornament, or hang it up whatever you want to do with it. But this one has the loop. This one's probably one of the coolest ones I have just because of the yellow stem, and it has the loop. These were made also in 1970. I don't know why PEZ they started with the loop. I know, but in some reason this one won't stand up, so I'm gonna lay that one down so we don't have dominoes here. Love Santa dominoes. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser. Another one. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser. Hey look, another Santa C PEZ dispenser. Do you think I have enough? And this one is super cool. See how dark the skin color is? It's darker, it's not so light. And you'll see it here when they're side by side. And then I have 3 more over here. The next 3 I keep separate from these because I've had these in my collection for longer. And honestly, I didn't really like go through these super well, but they all look like they're in super minty condition. These 3 are the ones I actually display on my PEZ shelf. So I need to look through these again and maybe pick out a couple more to put on my PEZ display, because I don't know, when you have a lot of Santas, they just take up a lot of room. So you gotta kind of pick and choose what ones you want to display. At least that's how I go about it. This one is super cool. So check this one out. It's another Santa C. See on the stem there? It says made in the USA. It's so cool. Here's another Santa C PEZ dispenser. And then this is the last Santa C PEZ dispenser with no feet, because I do have some of these with feet. Here's a Santa C PEZ dispenser with the feet. At least we know that one won't fall over. Another Santa C PEZ dispenser with feet. See how these still have closed eyes? And then another Santa C PEZ dispenser with feet, closed eyes. Okay, now for a change. This is gonna be a huge change. Santa C PEZ dispenser with eyes open. Ooh. And this one has feet. By 1996, they were making these opened eyes ones. And this Santa C is another common one with the eyes open because PEZ made this one for about another 6 years. So it's going to be a pretty popular one you're going to find. And plus, everybody got like Santa PEZ in their stockings probably, or as a Christmas present when they were younger. if you grew up around that time. In 1997, PEZ put out the Bastel set, and it's the Santa with the body parts. These are the body parts. That's the Santa PEZ, and then the candy that gets really gooey because it's PEZ International candy. But this one actually looks to be in really nice condition still. I do have one of these open, so let me show you that. There you go. There's the Santa PEZ with the body parts. And I got this recently, probably a few months ago when I did the whole body parts video. So if you missed out on that, I do have a video showing all the PEZ body parts that were ever made. So watch that after you get done watching this video. I'll link it down below in the description. But it's a really good video, but I did realize that I threw away the little present that Santa holds. So in here, there's this little package that you can have Santa hold. And I accidentally threw it away, so if anybody has an extra present out there in their collection, then let me know. Otherwise I might have to buy another one of these sets. When I bought this, the candy was all melted, so when I opened it up, I think it got thrown away because it probably was all like gooey in there. I don't know what happened to it. This Santa needs a present. And of course this has the same Santa C PEZ dispenser with the eyes open and the feet. So moving on to 1998, that's when PEZ made the Misfits PEZ dispensers. Now if you don't know who the PEZ Outlaw is, Steve Glew, he was responsible for designing these crazy fun colored PEZ dispensers that were based on, you know, a PEZ dispenser that already existed. So these are the Santa C PEZ dispensers. And this is an actual Steve Glew one because there's no made in country down here because the PEZ International PEZ, they didn't always have the made in country down here, so that's how you know that this is a Steve Glew one. If you do have a Steve Glew one, I would open up your PEZ and see if he signed it because I've gotten ones that were signed before and I hear other people go, oh, someone signed my PEZ, who was that? So chances are Steve Glew signed them if, you know, if you have one of them, but not always. And if you ever do get to meet Steve Glew, I'm sure he'll be happy to sign one of your Misfit PEZ. So these are actually called Tex-Mex, and it's still a Santa, but this one has the green stem and it has the all white hat. Take another look at it there. And there are 3 other Tex-Mex Santa PEZ, but I only have this one, so maybe I need to start adding some more of those to my collection. Here's a picture on the screen of some other ones. It also came with a blue stem, a red stem, and a white stem, which are super cool. I like the green, maybe that's why I picked it up, because it's kind of like still Christmas color. I should show you the package variations, just in case you're into that. So here's a Santa C, closed eyes. Let's see, this one has feet, but it comes in the poly bag, which is super cool. I also have it in the green colored bag. And then I have a Santa C with the eyes open, and it has feet in the poly bag as well. Of course, you can't just have a red bag, you have to have a green bag too. Here's a Santa C in the Cello, so these are even older than the poly bags here, which I think is pretty cool. There's the insert in there. I'm not even gonna open these because I just hate touching the Cello bags. I also have this one, super cool. There's the insert on that one. But the candy on these, like, it says multi-flavor candy. I love the candy packs on these older PEZ. I guess they both have the same multi-flavor candy packs. Before we move on to Santa D, I do have this Santa C PEZ that comes in this really nice box set along with the Snowman PEZ in there. Snowman PEZ is kind of like, I'm just down here in the corner. But this box set is so nice. I love the graphics on it. I think that's the whole reason I bought it. It's really nice. I like this one a lot. Do we need an intermission here? Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the Santa PEZ because this is probably about half of them. Probably halfway through. I don't know. But we still have a lot more. So next up, in 2002, PEZ released the Santa D PEZ dispenser. And look at how new this thing looks. Doesn't it look anything like the Santa C? It has such a huge update from like the 90s to the 2000s. You can tell PEZ, you know, they've really changed the way that they can design and make their PEZ by now. So this one's really nice. I do have like a whole bunch of these on card. So let me show you those. First up is this Santa D PEZ dispenser on this card. And this one says Holiday. But it has a really cute snowman that looks like the PEZ dispenser, which I think is really nice. Here's one. I'm trying to figure out where to put these. Here's another one that has 2 times the candy pack. Same Santa D. And then one more with the Santa D and the 2 times the candy pack, but this one has the updated presents on the card, which looks really nice. It says Target value pack on it as well. Of course, Santa came in the tube, and you'll see that the graphics on this one are the same as like the holiday with the snowman, which I think is really nice. But this one, even like Santa D and this Santa D, this one you look at it and it just looks a little bit older. Like it looks like it's made out of 2 pieces, like the face is attached. And when you look at the one in the tube and some of these on the cards, they look like, I think all the ones on the cards look like the tube ones. So they look like the head is all 1 piece, so the face isn't 2 pieces, which makes it look even more modern. So I bet this one is like the 2002 version, and then maybe like the next year or so, maybe they updated it to be the all 1 piece. And then in 2005, we got this Santa D PEZ dispenser, and it has the all clear crystal hat and face. And you've seen this one in just a few videos ago when I showed all my crystal PEZ dispensers. So this one you can only have gotten from the mail away form, which I think is really neat. So I'm trying to go in order by date, if you haven't noticed yet. So this one came out in 2007, and I love this one because on the stem here it has the snowflakes printed on it, and on the side. It just looks so great. I love it. I don't have one of these open, which is really weird. I need to get another one of these so I can open it and display it on my shelf. I don't know why I didn't buy a couple of them back when I bought these. But I can't open this one because it's the same PEZ, but it has the presents on it instead. And this one actually says Walgreens exclusive on it, which I think is super cool. So these probably came out the same year, 2007, but you had to go to Walgreens to get this one, which I think this is a really fun like carded variation if you're into collecting the cards. And I also have this Santa D PEZ with the printed stem, see the snowflakes, but it comes on this green card with the stocking. It has all the ornaments, but this is too cool to open too. And then in 2008, we got this crystal Santa, and this one has the red hat. So it looks a lot like the first crystal one I showed you. This one just has the red hat. I think maybe some of the paint on it is a little different. Like this one has painted eyebrows too. But check out how this one comes on the Target value pack, 2 times the candy with the snowman on it as well. Of course, I have to have another one. This one has the presents. Oh, and I have this Santa with the red hat open so you can take a closer look at it. I love these crystal ones so much. And just for fun, in 2006, PEZ finally made a Mrs. Claus. So there's only one Mrs. Claus that exists, so I figured I'd throw her in here with the Santas because she's really cute, and I thought that would be a lot of fun to show this one off. I don't even know. Oh my gosh, okay. Running out of room. I do have a Mrs. Claus in the tube. So it's the same holiday tube. Just Mrs. Claus in it. In 2009, PEZ came out with this Santa D PEZ dispenser, and this one has the Santa holiday truck in it as well. So this is a really cool box set, and you'll notice that this box is made out of plastic instead of cardboard, which I think is really neat. It says holiday pack in there. There's the back. See how it's just like one piece of plastic folded in half and then they're stuck together, so that's different. I guess it's not so good to use plastic, so they might have went to cardboard after this, but this is still super cool. Next we're moving on to Santa E, and these were first released back in 2012. Santa just gets a little bit cuter. Still has the little glasses and the Santa hat. Just has a little bit smaller head, maybe not as creepy as the last one. I didn't say that. Oh. So Santa D. First off, I have a Santa D with the presents on the card. And I have a Santa D with the little stocking on the card. I also have this really cool Santa D and Snowman. And this is a PEZ International release. But I love the graphics on there. Like, check out the little PEZ mascot Santa. Love that. And then the Christmas tree in the back. I'm not even sure what language this is on the back. If you know, let me know down in the comments. But this box set is so cool. I love the PEZ International boxes like this when they have the 2 PEZ in them. I think they look just really nice, like displayed on a PEZ shelf. Then in 2012, PEZ released this Santa E Crystal PEZ, which has the card with the packages on it as well. Okay, I've shown you all my carded Santa PEZ, so there's not too many left here. In 2013, PEZ came out with this Christmas twin pack. It has the Santa E PEZ dispenser, and it also has the Polar Bear B PEZ dispenser, which I think is a really fun 2-pack. It has a Christmas tree and a presents on the same side. So these cards with the presents on them were probably released in 2013 alongside these. Seems like the graphics like throughout the year that they released these will all match. Also in 2015, PEZ released these Santa Target dogs. Has the Santa Target dog and then the elf. And I'm throwing this one in just because this one is called a Santa Target dog. And I should make a video with all the other PEZ that aren't Santas that have a Santa hat, because as I was pulling all these out, there's quite a few other PEZ dispensers that have a Santa hat, but they're not Santas. So I thought that might make a really fun video. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. This one's really cool. It came with the Target gift card on it as well, so you weren't just buying the PEZ, you were pretty much probably buying it as a little gift, and then you have the gift card on it as well. I don't know if Target does that anymore. They used to be all about like the little gifts or whatever that would come with the gift cards, but I haven't paid attention in the last few years to know if they still do that, but this one's really fun. I don't know where to put anything. In 2017, PEZ released these Mini Santa E PEZ, and you'll see it's a mini stem, but it comes in these little balls, and it has a little string you can hang it. So I guess you can hang it up on your tree or do whatever, but I think these are really fun. So that year there was a Santa one. In 2019, PEZ made this snow globe with the Santa in it. Of course I had to add this, but check out the glitter in the snow globe, it's really cool. I do like the balls for the snow globes that PEZ made. They're so simple, and I guess the ball mold fits the snow globe. It's not like they just, made a ball mold and printed a unicorn on it. We're getting close to being done. Santa F is next. Next up is the Santa F PEZ dispenser, and this was released in 2020. And there's one without the PEZ Play code, but this one has the PEZ Play code. So you can scan this code with your app on your phone and play the fun games. I did scan this one in my advent calendar opening, so you can go check out that video if you want and see what the code brings up when you scan it, because I think it's a lot of fun. This one's loaded with the PEZ from my PEZ advent calendar that I just tasted the other day. Also in 2021, which was last Christmas, PEZ released these little Santa minis, and they came on these cool like plastic domes, which you can't really hang them up, but there is a hook. But these were only found in Targets last year. I think you could buy these on PEZ.com, or I think they might be out of stock right now, but so you could buy them at Target and PEZ.com, which I think these were really fun. There was also a Snowman that went in this series. I have one of those mini Santas open as well, so you can see it up close. So it's the same head as this one, it's just on the mini stem. Also in 2021, last year, PEZ put out the Santa Claus limited edition ornaments. And see how there's a little loop up here? You can hang it up on your tree. Here's the full body Santa still in the package. It has instructions on how to fill up the PEZ. On that side it says hang your dispenser on the tree, which I like the graphics. I like the little box that these come in. It kind of reminds me of these European ones. Oh, and this year PEZ International, they released these same ornaments, but they're in a different package. That's an updated box. So I did buy one of those from the PEZ Queen of Sweden. So that should be here in a couple weeks. And when I get that, I'll share it with you. It should be the same dispenser ornament. It's just a different box, which I thought the box graphics on it were really cool. So I was like, I need to add that to my collection, because you know how I'm all about the PEZ still in their packages. I love the graphics on them. I'm a graphic designer, so I really appreciate, all the time that someone has put into making these. So I think it's always really nice to keep, PEZ in packages when I can. I know I run out of room. That's why I'm having a hard time just buying newer current PEZ that come on cards or in packages. But when the cards and the packages are really cool, I still try to buy them when I can. So this one works the same way as a PEZ dispenser. The head goes back. And remember when I have the full body Santa here? So there you go, there's a side-by-side comparison of the full body Santa from the 1950s, the new ornament one from last year, 2021. So they're the same concept, same idea. But I'm glad PEZ didn't just take this one and recreate it. But they took the idea and recreated it, which I think is really fun. And I kind of wish that they would do that with a few more vintage PEZ. I think that would be like a really fun, like they can call it like the classic line, but don't make them to be the exact same, but maybe like the same idea, which I like that a lot. If they do start remaking the old ones, it would just probably devalue these, even though these still, I think, would hold their value or keep going up, but I think people would probably buy the new ones versus the old ones because the new ones are so much easier to find. But I don't know. You never know. The last one I have here is the Santa D PEZ dispenser, and I'm saying that this was released in 2021, but Santa D, like I said, was first released back in 2002, so it might have came out earlier, but I couldn't figure out anything about it, and I bought it last year, so I'm going to say it came out last year. So this was a PEZ International release only. It's the same Santa D, but see how this one has a little loop on top of its head? So if you had it open, you could hang this one on your tree as an ornament, which I think is really fun. I don't know why I don't have this one open, but maybe I need to get one of these open so I can display it with my mini PEZ easier. I do have this Santa D mini PEZ sitting here. It was laying down, so I don't think I showed it to you. So there you go. Super cool. I love the mini PEZ so much. I love how there are so many different Santa variations, so hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you have all these Santas, let me know in your collection, or if you have anything that I don't have, let me know. I know there are a few different things I don't have, like the different Tex-Mex colors. There's like a Santa that comes with like the little silver blocks. I don't have that. I don't have any of like the PEZ dispensers that come with the silver pieces. Clover's over there sitting on bubble wrap. So if you do have any other Santas that I don't have, let me know in the comments below, because if I don't have them, I probably should add them to my collection, so it'll help me figure out what I still need, I think. This video was a lot of fun to make. Have you checked out my DIY PEZ Christmas wreath video? See right here? There's a PEZ Christmas wreath back here, and last Christmas my niece came over and we made this together. So there's a step-by-step video on how you can make a PEZ Christmas wreath. If you want to check out that video, I'll put the link right here. You can check it out. Just click it. It's a lot of fun and it's super easy to make. You just have to have like all the supplies, which are really easy to find, you know, nowadays with Christmas being a couple weeks away. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!